Good morning. May I stow your bag for you?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Say.
Please take a seat and buckle up. We're taking off immediately.
Oh, sure.
Tonight's entrees are fried chicken or roast beef. Would you care for a drink before dinner?
No, thank you. Say, listen, am I the only passenger on this flight?
Yes. It happens sometimes. Have you made your selection for a dinner entree?
Yes, I'll have the chicken. Wow, this is so weird. I've never been the only passenger before.
I'll be right back with your dinner.
Isn't this something? Well, I wonder if the plane will fly faster if it's lighter. Maybe I'll get home early.
Here you are. Fried chicken. Listen, we have plenty of food left over. So, you can have an extra entree or dessert if you like.
Oh, thank you, but I'm watching my weight. You know, I'm exactly the same weight as I was in high school. I could make a fortune if I'd made an easy opening cellophane packet.
I don't know how to tell you this, but are you a Christian?
A Christian? Yes, of course. What does that have to do with?
The captain just informed me that the plane is about to crash. You have about 10 minutes to live.
You're kidding.
I'm sorry. I'm deadly serious. Crash landing in the ocean is nearly always fatal. So, if you have a relationship with Jesus, now would be a good time.
10 minutes, you say?
Yes. I'm sorry. I know that's not much time. But it kind of brings everything into sharp focus, doesn't it?
Yes, it certainly does.
Do you still regret not upgrading from the Toyota to the Lexus?
How did you know I was thinking of upgrading from a Toyota to a Lexus?
It's kind of a thing I do. Well, do you?
Actually, with only 10 minutes to live, I'm sorry I spent any time at all worrying about such rubbish.
Rubbish? What could be more important than driving a luxury car? Oh, I know what's more important, maneuvering for the promotion that could have landed you a corner office.
How did you know I was maneuvering for a promotion?
Well, are you sorry you didn't spend more time on your promotion?
No. What good is a promotion when I'm about to die?
You know you shouldn't spend your last minutes contemplating only your regrets. Don't forget you became a life master at bridge and were the club champion in racquetball.
Who are you? How do you know about my bridge tournaments and my racquetball tournaments?
Lord sent me to help you through these trying times.
Oh, well, why are you wasting my time talking about how I wasted my time?
You consider all those things to be a waste of time?
Well, if I had known I wasn't going to live to be 110 years old, I would have probably changed a few things.
Like what?
Like, I would have probably told my family I love you more often.
Oh, you have children.
Well, of course I have children. But you knew that if you knew I wasted all that time on cars and promotions and playing cards and sports and over attention to staying thin.
So, if you had to do it all over again.
I'd spend a lot more time with my kids. I've been traveling so much lately to get a promotion that my kids think I'm a stranger. My children want a parent, not a breadwinner. They would rather be with me in one-bedroom apartment than to be alone in a big, expensive house. And now I'm not going to see them at all.
What about your sister?
You know, you are really making my last 10 minutes very unpleasant.
7 minutes.
All right. If I had to do it all over again, I would say to my sister, I'm sorry. She was my best friend, and I drove her away. If I had to do it all over again, I would give up being right all the time.
And your father?
I don't want to talk about him.
If you had to do it over again.
All right. If I had to do it all over again, I would say, I forgive you. My kids grew up without a grandfather because I couldn't forgive him. When I think of all the junk that God forgave me for, I was really selfish, and it cost me and my family dearly.
It's almost over. What else would you do differently?
I would smell more flowers and eat more desserts. I would have made more time for fun, not tournaments, not without my family. Fun with the people I love the most. You know what I'm afraid of?
If you're a Christian, you're not afraid of dying.
No, I'm afraid that I haven't left my family enough memories of me. I'm afraid they'll forget me too fast after I'm dead.
Do you wish you'd taken that risk?
That risk? Oh, that risk. Yeah. Every time the pastor preached that sermon, I said to myself, I'm going to do that someday. Someday we're going to do without two incomes, and we're going to homeschool our kids, and that will give me enough time to start a ministry that was perfectly suited for my uniqueness. I always said to myself, it's just a matter of time.
You were right.
I was right. It was all about time, and now it's gone.
Well, you'd better wake up now. The plane is almost at the gate.
Excuse me?
It's time to wake.
You mean I'm sleeping? I dreamed all of this?
Yes. Here's your bag. Yes. Welcome home.
We're there already? Home. I can't wait to tell my family about my dream. It's about time.
Based on a play by Bob Snook, Conditions for Use. Do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it. Pay no royalties, even if you make money from the performance. You may reproduce and distribute this freely, but all copies must contain this statement.